Hi, you guys. This is weird. I don't usually do videos because I don't like to see myself on camera, or I don't know. It's just a weird thing I have. I don't love it. But I'm doing things I don't love and things I'm a little bit afraid of as part of the dangerous year. So here I am on video for you guys. I promised I was going to try to do that more. And so I'm going to try and prove that nothing horrible is going to happen to me if I do this. So the reason I'm videotaping this right now is because I have good news, which is that I finally got a house sit. I actually got 2 house sits. Most of you guys who are following me know that I have been applying to different house sits in New York City, just as a way to sort of ease myself into being away from my comfort zone, which is this lovely house. And thank you, Darlene, who's telling me congratulations. So I can actually see that, which is awesome. So I kept applying and I wasn't getting anything, which wasn't a huge surprise because I don't have any references on this website that I'm using, which is Trusted Housekeeper or House Sitter. If anyone's interested in doing a house sitter or finding a house sitter, they actually have places like all over the world. So anyway, I kept applying and I wasn't getting anything, and I thought, well, it's probably because I don't have any references. I get it. It's going to take me a while. But I just kept applying, and this last weekend with my daughter, Rebecca, I started reading about and sort of learning about this whole idea of the law of attraction, which is this sort of old idea that's been repackaged in a million different ways. So I'm laughing because I see Marty's comment right now. Anyway, yeah, this is me in my glasses and no makeup, just at home. So you're getting like the real deal here. Anyway, so I kept applying and I started using this law of attraction idea to really just think to myself that this had already happened and this opportunity was already out there for me, and I just needed to be grateful for everything that I have and recognize that the universe is sort of infinite in its abundance and that it would provide the right opportunity for me. So I applied to these house sits, and one of the house sits I applied to was to go to Brooklyn. Thank you, Darlene. To go to Brooklyn for this coming weekend because I was planning to go see Rebecca anyway on Saturday. And so I thought, well, this is great. There's an opportunity to just stay there for the weekend, and it's actually in her neighborhood. So I had applied, and then I applied to a couple of other house sits, including a really nice one on the Upper West Side that I thought would be really fun with a dog. And I didn't hear anything back. And when I went to check on the one in Brooklyn for this weekend, it said they'd already found someone. So I sort of let that go and figured the universe would bring something else. And then, wouldn't you know it, this weekend, I guess it was on Sunday or maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. Sometime recently. The Brooklyn house sit called me back and said, hey, our original house sitter didn't work out and we still need someone for this weekend if you can still do it. And on that same day, I also got an email from the Upper West Side house sit that I really wanted with the dog for 6 days later in the month asking me if I was still interested in house sitting. So it was really kind of weird because I'm not saying it's because of the law of attraction, but hey, I started using it and started thinking that way. And I felt better. I felt happier. And all of a sudden, this stuff started happening for me. So it's going to work out really well. I had a panic attack when they first asked, especially for this weekend, because anyone who's used to being anxious or who likes being in their comfort zone is going to understand what I say when I say that last minute stuff is the worst. Because, you know, we have our plan, everything's in control, we got it all figured out. And I didn't have any opportunity to plan like I normally do and sort of get my head around the fact that like, oh, you're going to be staying somewhere else this weekend in someone else's house and sleeping in someone else's bed and doing all this like weird stuff that for me is strange. And this is part of the whole dangerous year thing. I was talking to Kenneth about this today because, I'm kind of embarrassed that this is a big deal for me, because I'm sure there are just so many people out there who do stuff like this all the time. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm at a house sit, it's great. And they don't even think twice about it. But for me, this is a big deal because, hey, I like my house, and I like my routine, and I like my pets, and I like going to the gym, and I like, reading during lunch, and I just have things I like doing and ways that I like doing them. And so to put myself in a position of not being in as much control, staying in someone else's house, Darlene saying she's a homebody, Marty, you get it. It's weird, I'm like, I had to ask them, do you have a coffee maker? And then I'm thinking, do I use your coffee, or do I like bring my own coffee? I mean, I don't really know how this all works. And the idea of sort of sleeping in someone else's bed is weird. And, it's all weird for me. But I took a deep breath and just, first of all, thanked the universe for really just bringing me exactly what I asked for. I'm like, why are you looking a gift horse in the mouth right now? I mean, this is what you wanted, and the universe just delivered it to you on a silver platter. So I ramped back from that crazy anxiety of overthinking and what Eckhart Tolle calls pathological thinking of like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And how will I manage this? And the whole thing. And I started instead just thinking, thank you, thank you, universe, for bringing me this perfect opportunity to spend the weekend with my daughters and then do this beautiful house sit on the Upper West Side later in the month, which I need to do to research a book anyway. And just then I started to feel a little more excited and a little more capable of doing this. So I'm doing it, you guys. I'm going this weekend. I'm going on Friday. It's Friday through Sunday. It's just a cat, which after having 4, I can manage. And I'm trying to just take it one moment at a time and not get too far ahead of myself thinking like, oh my God, what is it going to be about like? And what if their apartment's like this? And what if I don't like their bed? And what if all this stuff happens? What if I can't find parking? Which, hey, if you've been to New York City, is not a small thing. I'm trying to just not let myself do all of that and instead just breathe. Yes, Marty, deep breath, and trust more than anything in the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, the source. Just sort of trust that it's all okay and that I've always been taken care of. And this is a lot of stuff I'm going to blog about too, because I have a lot to say about this sort of weird feeling I have that there's never enough of anything and that I'm never going to be okay, that something terrible is going to happen to me. When in fact I have no reason to think that, I've always been taken care of and the universe has always provided for me and beyond my wildest dreams in most cases. And so I don't know why I'm always operating from this feeling that this panic that, things aren't going to be okay and that I'm going to be let down somehow or abandoned somehow. So that's something I'm really having to work on and figure out about myself, why I do that. And part of that is just sort of letting it go and trying to have a little faith, which here I am trying to have faith. So yay me, faith. So anyway, I won't keep you guys any longer, but I was super excited to share this with you, both because it's another thing off my dangerous year list, ×2, because I did only say I'd do 1, but I'm doing 2. So ×2 off my list, plus launching the dangerous year, which was my first thing. So that's 2 things that will be off my list this month. And I'm gonna keep you guys posted and take pictures and post on Instagram. Maybe I'll live video you guys from the apartment in Brooklyn, let you know how it is. And it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be good. And everything will still be here when I get back. So thanks for supporting me and cheering me on and being patient while I tried to find something to do and say that was meaningful. Because that's another one of my big things is like, oh, who cares what you have to say? Why are you so special? What do you have important that nobody else has said better? That's part of my inner dialogue. And that silences me a lot because I think, oh yeah, I want to share this with people. I want to say this. And then that story starts playing in my head of like, oh, you really don't have anything important to say or valuable to say. And then I end up just sort of like, forget it. I won't say anything. But that's not really fair. It's not really honoring my own feelings and belief about what I do have to contribute and how I might be able to serve other people through my own experience. And it's not really honoring other people either to sort of feel that they would think that, you know, when really most people probably wouldn't. And most people probably would be happy to hear what I have to say. And if they don't, then it's not for them, and that's okay. And I sound cavalier saying that, but really I'm like, oh my God, they think I'm stupid, you know, but I'm working on it. So here I am. I'm going to go to Brooklyn this weekend, and then later in February, I'm going to go to the Upper West Side, and it's all going to be okay. And I will keep you guys posted and let you know how it goes, and take pictures, and probably post in our group if I'm panicking about whether I can use their coffee or not. And we'll see how it goes. The universe will take care of me, because it always has, and it will take care of you too. So I love you guys. I hope you're all doing good on your dangerous year. I hope you're taking tiny little steps to just do things that maybe you've always wanted to do but have been held back from doing. It doesn't have to be big. That's like my big motto with a dangerous year is think small, because thinking big is just sometimes too overwhelming. It's just too much. So think small, do something little that takes you out of your comfort zone, smile at a stranger, help someone, you know, call a friend for coffee, go to a place you've never been, whatever it might be for you. And we'll all be okay. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.